Alright everyone, another Thursday. Hopefully this Odyssey's not as brutal as the last couple have been. What are those? Okay, another cringy reference, but that's fine, I respect it. Oh, these maps, oh fuck. Okay, I was gonna say these maps look nice, but then I went to the last two. Okay, let's just, you know, see what we're dealing with. It might not be as terrible as I expect. Okay. Hard skates, standard 3 to 60. Okay, I'm seeing a connection. There's a bunch of water on each map, and it's often quite a grassy area. Okay. And then spring, hard reverse. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Downstream, hard apocalypse. Ooh, apocalypse beyond round 60 can be difficult. Now we get to the two maps that I am dreading. We're gonna need a lot of subs. Oh, fuck. And you had to speed up the balloons? Okay, well, I might die in this Odyssey. And by die, I mean in real life, not in the game, so don't worry. Pat's Pond, hard standard, 3 to 75. At least it's not 80, but that doesn't give me hope for this last one. I'm scared to click. Ooh, I thought as much. This is by far going to be the most difficult one out of them all. That's a fact. That is an actual fact. I'm sensing this one's going to cause the most pain, because every single time Flooded Valley has been the last map in the Odyssey, I've fucked it up dramatically multiple times. However, at least it's not half cash, and at least it's not double HP Moabs, it's just standard. So maybe there's a chance. Okay. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good on these maps on standard difficulty anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, put me on a medium or an easy and I've got this covered, but... Ooh, okay, let's, you know what? Once again, we need to see what's actually happening here before we outright say that I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna be difficult. That's guaranteed. But anyway. Oh, easy choice in hero. Sadly, it's a bad choice in hero. I wish I could change it. All right, definitely. And you know what? We gotta look at the bright sides here. It's not an extreme mode Odyssey. We have ninjas available, no alchemists, which is gonna make things a little awkward. Mortar could be good. Dart Monkey for a crossbow master on the maps where we can use that effectively. Dart Monkey on the last map, because I've started thinking about that now thanks to what's it called? Dark Castle. Last map, free Dart Monkey wouldn't do jack for anyone, so we're just going to have a lot of subs to start on that. So, we're going to throw in a few more subs, but let's get some of the other early birds out of the way. I'd like a wizard, maybe 2? I feel like on the last map, having an ability with a flying phoenix that spins around the map like a maniac, considering we don't have a monkey ace, would be useful. Druid wouldn't be useful on the last map. I'm trying to avoid things that obviously wouldn't assist with Flooded Valley. Ice could help. No, not in an easy way, especially not without a helicopter. Okay, so ice wouldn't really do too much on the Flooded Valley map. Unless, of course, we flooded the valley. But then we'd probably just result in relying on boats and subs anyway. So, I think we're just going to go straight up like a Brickle build, where we literally just rely on boats and subs for the whole maps. Because we can beat this subs only, we can beat this pretty much subs and boats only. And all of these maps never really go to 80 except for the last one. Interesting. Okay. Maybe we do have a chance. We're definitely going to lose some lives on Pat's Pond. That's a fact. And Flooded Valley, but I think we might have a chance to not lose lives on Downstream, Spring, and Skates. We shouldn't lose any lives at all on Skates. If I lose lives on there, I'm going to actually be dead in-game by the end of the Odyssey. So, I think what this is essentially telling me is I love ninja, so I'm going to throw in a ninja, and a village is always helpful. So, I think the rest of these spots are mainly going to be filled with these guys. However, ooh, we could boat farm. I think that's how I got through Flooded Valley the last time I attempted it. Boat farm. Intriguing. We do have to remember... Okay, so subs are basically going to be how we start every single map because they're cheap and we probably can't afford Brickle straight away. The Dart Monkey is just going to be cheap and effective popping power. Probably Crossbow Master at some point. The Sniper could be used to make money, or we just go bottom path. Village is there as a backup in case we need extra damage. And the Ninja and the 2 Wizards. One Wizard can be for camo detection, which would be handy, and the other can be for damage. I mean, yeah. Fuck it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so heavily water-centered maps. As expected, Brickle's fucking expensive. Subs are relatively cheap. Hey, that's actually pretty good. We can place a sub and a dart to start off. However, it will be quite tricky considering that on certain maps. No, this is actually fine, because admittedly the dart won't be of any use to start off with on Flooded Valley, but round 3 seems to be the starter round, right? And it's only round 4 that screws us over and takes away a lot of our lives, so I'm hoping that 2 subs can beat round 4. That's actually a good thing to test right now. 2 subs, round 4 poppers. Oh yeah. Okay, admittedly this is a generous map for it, and I'm not taking that. We will pop that last balloon. It's the last thing I ever do. What if we just put a sniper instead? Sniper's also a global destroyer. Let's check it out. Oh, but this is a long map. We should we should probably just group up the subs, because once again, if we get sub commander, that'll probably be a better idea anyway. Or we could just try for twin guns. Were we able to afford twin guns there? I didn't really see. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, group them up, group them up. In fact, I think 3 subs to start off would actually be a very solid defense for most maps with water. You know, just have that little parentheses with water. Okay, but I think we're doing well. Alright. Also, guess what? For those that were listening into my last Odyssey, guess who's ordered something else from eBay and it hasn't shown up on time? Even though this postage, this package, it's the same thing I ordered last time. It's a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but this time I ordered it with tracking, and with tracking it said your package, first of all, it was a shorter range, so it wasn't like between the 9th and the 14th. They were like taking a wild guess at where it could be. But no, for this one, with tracking, so I can go on a website, Australia Post, find out what my parcel's tracking code is, put it in and be like, where the fuck's my package? And they'll be like, oh shit, it's here, right? So that's always helpful, but with tracking, it said it would show up between the 23rd and the 24th. Now, admittedly, today's the 24th. It could still show up at like 10 PM, and they'd be like, oh shit, sorry, we're late. But I doubt it, because that's not what happened last time. And even worse is that they said between the 23rd and the 24th, and on top of that they said, oh, and this is factoring in potential delays due to COVID. And so I was like, great. That most likely means between the 23rd and the 24th, I'll get my shit. And that'll be great. And I'm not hopeful anymore. I didn't get my hopes up nearly as high as they were last time for the original package to be delivered. And I'm certainly not getting them up any further now. And guess what? After this morning, I checked the tracking to be like, okay, maybe I can suss this out and find out where it is exactly and be just like, oh, hey, give me my shit. But no, I checked the tracking this morning and you know what it said? After the postman had already been and delivered random letters that are garbage, and I was severely disappointed by it. After that had all happened, I checked the website and it said to me, oh, it appears your package hasn't shown up yet. That's a mystery. Ooh, what could it mean? Right? And then a little bit below it, it was just like, if your package doesn't show up by the 4th, contact us. I was like, really? The 4th? You said it was showing up between the 23rd and the 24th. We don't have camo detection. We can fix that. Sorry. I went off on a tangent and forgot what round it was. But they said, if it doesn't show up by the 4th, we'll need to actually make a bit more money to do this. But this will work. And give us some range for our subs. But yeah, they said if it doesn't show up by the 4th, when they originally said 23rd to 24th for sure, factoring in COVID, factoring in all that other bullshit, gotcha back, right? You're tracking us, we know you're tracking us, we've got it this time. And they didn't. They absolutely didn't, and they were just like, shit, we fucked up. Okay, well, the real date that it might show up is the 4th. And if it doesn't show up past that, you let us know, we'll do stuff. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I assume they're gonna, like, track down the person that delivers in my area, realize that he's like a scumbag that doesn't actually do his job properly, just kind of throws boxes at houses and hopes the address is right. And, you know, they're probably gonna, like, I don't know, shoot him. That'd be ideal, you know? Because, let's face it, if no one's getting their packages on time due to one guy, the very least you can do is be like, hey, you do know how to do this job, right? Like, even if they don't fire him out of a cannon into the sun, or fire him from his job, the least they can do is be like, hey, you know what you're doing, right? You're not just some intern that said that you were qualified for this job, yeah? Because sometimes it feels that way. It really does. Anyway, unlike the last Odyssey, I'm not going to fill this one up with stories of me ranting about the postage system in Australia and how it's kind of, you know, terrible. I'm hopefully going to focus on the Odyssey a bit more and not lose as many lives as I did in that video, because, goddamn, we got down to like 4 lives or something by the end of it, and I'm still not happy that I had to use monkey knowledge for it. I really am annoyed with that. Okay, well, Brickle can pop lead, so that's fine. But that's also something we need in the future. We should be good for Moabs. Moabs die real quick to triple guns, even without armor-piercing darts. So I think we'll be fine for that. We just need some lead popping power that's a bit more consistent. So, if we put a wizard here, do that. Oh yeah, look at that poor Moab go. Up in flames. Alright. So if we do that and throw in a shimmer for fun, I think these guys will have everything they need to slaughter the rest of these rounds. And it's going to be quite easy doing so anyway. What is this bird doing? He's just flying over by the trees. Come on. Although, I can't deny flying pets are the best. They just do whatever the fuck they want and they really don't care. All the other pets are restricted to not crossing the railway tracks, which is a smart idea. You don't want them to get run over by balloons, but still, kind of wish they did. Be a bit more rebellious. Oh, you're saying hi to the penguins. Aw. That's adorable. Anyway. Unpopped army is just always a good idea in my opinion. It's pretty much like, I think there were a few Odysseys, like really early ones, where I didn't ever put a wizard in just because I was like, wizard? Pfft, I've got Ninja Alchemist, why would I do that? And, you know, there's many reasons to have a wizard in your team, but the main one for me is probably Unpopped Army and Shimmer. Just because it's so helpful not to need to place like a village to give camo detection. It's just so nice. Or, you know, not working with towers that can, like, can't see camos in the first place. That also sucks. But the next best thing I'd say is like a shimmer or some sort of way to de-camo the balloons rather than put the camo glasses on your towers, because Monkey Village is one of the, I'd say it's one of the most expensive ways to give towers the ability to pop camos, which kind of sucks, but to be fair, it does do a lot of other things, so can't really blame it. Alright, I honestly don't think we need any more defense, because this guy can pop camo leads. You know what? Screw it. We'll upgrade our sniper a little more. I think he'll appreciate it. He's the only one that's kind of been left out in this equation. Put him on first. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. Okay, so I won't lie. Part 1 of this Odyssey is going to be an absolute breeze. Part 2 is where shit's going to hit the fan. So, be prepared for that. And like I say with pretty much every single Odyssey, I want to say this, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I believe it to be true. If prepared properly, and, you know, you have the ability of hindsight as well as foresight, I feel like every single Odyssey we've had, except for maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, can be done without monkey knowledge at all. And obviously, every Odyssey you do gives you more and more monkey knowledge points. So, I'd like to preface this by saying, if at any point in time you feel like doing Odysseys without monkey knowledge just for fun, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, don't get me wrong, it does make this way more of a challenge than it would be having all of the monkey knowledge active, but yeah, it's overall not super worth it. And honestly, I remember subs costing like $210, not $350. So I can already tell I'm suffering from withdrawal from my monkey knowledge. All right, let's put a sub here. I would say 1 there, and maybe we'll throw a dart monkey down here. No, 2 subs are better than a sub and a dart, I think. All right, so the reason I put him there is because you can see both the loops. So the balloons will have to pass by him at least twice. Okay, let's see how a single sub goes with round 4. Just intrigued. Just to pique my interest, see what's happening. So it doesn't look like we'll be able to ever afford twin guns on round 4. But it does look like he dealt a decent deal of damage there. And we know that 2 subs work, so not bad. So let's do this. Considering the bottom path was worked on a bit more, this should help balance out the top path. Okay. Perfect, you beauties. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Can I put a sub where I think I can? Can I put one here? Oh, that is amazing. I love that. I don't know if I'll do it yet. Actually, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Because if I get advanced intel on this bad boy, we're gonna have a sub sniper at the back here. And you know, if we can get advanced intel on these 2, even better. Because they can then snipe back if things go a little haywire. I guess for this Odyssey, obviously for any Odyssey, any sort of monkey knowledge is great and amazing. But for this one specifically, considering we're going to be using subs a hell of a lot, I'd recommend getting the monkey knowledge where the sub commander upgrade affects all subs on screen, not just the ones nearby. Because then you can do this sort of situation by this guy as a sub commander and it'll affect these 2. Because sub commander is just amazing. Honestly, brilliant upgrade, love it. Can I get this where I want it? Probably not, but we'll try. Okay, actually working on, you know, detecting camos and popping leads this time, because I'm not frustrated at eBay or the postage system again. I am a little, but that's fine, that's fine. It's fine so long as the product does show up at some point in the near future. Even if it's like a year from now, I'll be fine knowing that it'll actually show up. But, you know, obviously still a little bit pissed at the delay. Please, please, ooh. That looks like it's targeting the top path a lot more, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll give him monkey sense, which essentially gives all of the subs monkey sense. Oh, when they get advanced intel. But this is fine, this is fine. We're managing round 21, which can be a pain. Let's put our hero right about here. Extra damage, always good. See, that's why I like this little sniper sub at the back. Even if the balloons are like way out here, if he's already shot the dart and it has nowhere to go, then it just tracks down and finds where the balloons live and kills them in their sleep. It's beautiful. Alright, we're definitely going to get airburst darts because that's a massive increase in damage. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Whew. Also, I heard that you guys, or some of you in the comments, have also had struggles with eBay and postage and delivering and things. And you know what? I'm glad I'm not alone. I very much appreciate those comments, so thank you very much for leaving those. And also thank you for everyone that commented on the last Odyssey. It was in fact a pain in the ass. But I'm glad many of you found alternate ways to get through it. I apologize again for not being able to do it monkey knowledge-less, but I feel like if I could go back and attempt it, maybe there's a chance. Maybe not with 7 lives at the end of it, but maybe there's a chance. Who's detecting Right, you're detecting camo. Okay. Just making sure, just making sure. Alright. So round 65 shouldn't be too horrible as a goal. Oh. Were we allowed to choose bomb shooters? No, we weren't. Interesting. We need to beat round 63, huh? That's doable, because this also does more SRAM damage. Or was that this one? Increased popping power plus additional damage to plus balloons. I swear it also had SRAM damage as well, but maybe I'm making that up. Who knows? Anyway, armor piercing darts is brilliant, so it doesn't matter. Either way, it's a good upgrade. I am a little bit worried about the first Moab though, considering it won't stick around this area for very long. That's why I bought APD for this guy. Just because it kind of guarantees that it's going to pop in seconds. Like literally like less than 5 seconds, I'd wager. But yes. What else can we add to deal with cerams? Because ceramics are going to be the worst. Unpopped Army? Unpopped Army's usually good for taking out a good chunk of cerams if the graveyard is built up high enough. So that'll help. We could go for some boats. Get some cannons. Cannons are always helpful. But I'd want them a little further back. We'll try it. We'll try it. Also, I like my cannons to be able to see all kinds of things and pop everything. This is actually one of my favorite towers right here, just a 022, just because it can pop literally anything it wants to. The only exception to that. Ooh, we could go for a merchantman. I instinctively waited till I could afford merchantman before I bought the cannon ship upgrade anyway. That's just an instinct of mine. I always go middle path cross with the bottom for money. No, other way around, bottom path cross with middle. Just because it's so handy. I feel like boats are... Well, maybe it's just me underappreciating them, but... I don't know, I feel like boats are a little underappreciated at times. Definitely boats and subs are quite overpowered for... in their own right, but I think that's fair, considering they're the only water towers that we have at the moment. I'm really hoping they introduce a third one. Just for a little bit more variety. I think it would be quite nice. But, who knows? We're definitely going to be getting that new hero. What's his face? I don't remember what his name is. It's been a while since I looked at the new patch notes, but if you're interested, on the BTD6 wiki, they released the patch notes quite early, and they tell you what's going to be coming in update 31. So we're going to be getting a Sentry Paragon. Sorry, not a Sentry Paragon. It's going to be an Engineer Paragon. I just always mess that up, thanks to the previously named upgrade. But yeah, we're going to be getting I completely forgot the name. Engineer Paragon. We're going to be getting one of those, which will be quite nice. We're getting a new hero, who is a support hero. Supposedly going to be quite different from Benjamin. They say that he's going to be some sort of shopkeeper. I think his name's Geraldo, or Gerald or something. I couldn't exactly figure out its pronunciation just based off the spelling. But it's along those lines. And that's going to be pretty interesting, because apparently every time he levels up, or he or she levels up, what they said in their description was something along the lines of he gets a new item in his shop. And I was like, oh, okay. Shop, huh? So, Ninja Kiwi with this next update might be stepping up their hero game quite a bit. Because that sounds quite wacky, even for them. Alright, so we just got a nice little village here. Wow, this... Oh, that's brutal. I was gonna say, what's this sub looking like? It's got like a little box on his back. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, so I think this will be enough to beat round 63. We're not gonna buy anything else, just so that we can see what happens here. Okay, good. It is enough to beat 63. I do believe these cannons are doing a lot of the work, but they are still getting close, so let's flash out with the triple cannons. Yep, I thought that might happen, but it's all good. We had our little cleanup sniper sub at the back to fix all of our problems. And let's get rid of a BFB for funsies. Alright, so the first two maps, honestly, not awful, but I didn't expect them to be. But we managed to keep our 50 lives, and I personally think that's just because we chose subs. Or we chose subs, you know? Every other map I try and make some weird strategy work to where I don't lose that many lives on round 4 and at the start, but honestly, maybe I should have just chosen subs this whole time. Alright, part 2, as usual, will be released tomorrow, based on these 3 maps. Don't worry if there's a little bit of crying in it, because that's just me. This map shouldn't be too bad, although it is Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a pain. But this, plus an already shit map, plus to 75, is awful. And this, an already shit map, plus this to 80, is much worse than I'd expect from this Odyssey. So, Ninja Kiwi are still keeping up their pretty tough Odyssey game, but yeah, so that'll do it for What Are Those? Part 1. I hope this has helped, and once again, hopefully we'll be able to do part 2 Monkey Knowledgeless. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.